There it is. All right, ladies. So yeah, basically what I really want to talk to you guys about tonight is, as a leader, it sounds ass backwards. I know it does, but the better you are in your personal business, the better of a leader you will be. What I mean by that is, if you neglect your personal business, your team will not flourish. If you spend, you should technically be spending anywhere from 80 to 90% of your time on your personal business. 10 to 20% of your time needs to be on your team. That's it. And here's why. Because in your personal business, it is compromised of what I like to call the 4 foundational bricks. Your number one most important one is follow-up. Follow-up is good customer care. So I don't want you guys to just say, I'm good at customer service. Get more specific than that. Are you good at follow-up? Are you good at telling your customers thank you? Are you good at spoiling them? What does that mean? Okay. So, what I want you guys to what we're going to talk about today is the 4 foundational bricks, and we need to get really solid in those parts so that we can become better leaders. So follow up is your number one most important one. Okay. Number 2 is going to be networking. Networking means the same thing as like prospecting. Networking is meeting new people, meeting new customers, and you have to always, always, always be meeting new people. Okay. Number 3 is parties. I don't care how you party. You can party virtually. You can party on Facebook. You could party in person. You can party with catalogs. You could do fragrance flower parties, whatever way is authentic to you, but you need to party because it brings in new customers. It brings in PRV. It allows you to meet new people. You're going to have hosts. It's going to bring in future parties. And also it's an amazing way to recruit, which is your number 4 brick. Okay. So that's follow up, which is, good customer service, thanking your customers. Hey, what do you think of everything? And hey, I'm putting an order in. Do you need anything? Or hey, this LTO made me think of you. Please let me know if I can add one on. Number 2 is that networking. Now, this is the thing that I really, really, really want you guys to take away from this call. More than anything else is what I want you to take away. Networking always. I don't care if you've been in this business for a day. I don't care if you've been in this business for a month. I don't care if you've been in for a year or 10 years. If you stop networking, your business will fail. You need to always be meeting new people because your business is a cup with a hole at the bottom. As a leader, you have 2 cups, okay? You have 1 cup for your team and 1 cup for your customers. Every customer is a water drop. Every team member is a water drop. Both of your cups have holes in the bottom. So that means that no matter what you do, there will always be water drops falling out of your cups. It doesn't matter if you're the best leader in the world. It doesn't matter if you're the best consultant in the world. It is just matter of fact. Okay. So in order to make sure you still have water in your cups, you need to always be adding water drops in. You need to always be meeting new people, always be gaining new customers. If you are struggling to hit PRV goals every month, it's because you need to meet new people. You need a broader customer base with more people in it. If you are struggling to book parties, it is because you need to meet more people. You need to expand your customer base so that you have more people to ask to host. Now, next thing is parties and recruiting. So let me tell you this. Sometimes your water drops fall out of your customer cup and they land in your team cup. There is a very natural cycle that happens in any direct sales business. It is a healthy cycle. It's a good thing to have this happen. You meet someone, they buy a product, they fall in love with the product and probably order more than once. They become a host, and then all of a sudden their friends are coming to you, right? They've referred their friends, their family, their coworkers, they're all buying from you. And then that friend, that customer, that host decides to join. And when that person joins, their friends and family and coworkers stop buying from you. So you lost quite a few water drops from your customer cup. However, you gained water drops in your team. So that is a natural and healthy thing. It's really hard, but if you follow what I'm telling you to do, if you listen to what I'm saying, and you focus 80 to 90% of your time on your personal business, on always networking, then I promise when you have people that join your team and take away customers, you won't see too big of a hit in your customer base or in your PRVs or in your parties, because you continuously focus on gaining new customers. That, in theory, is how we want to run our businesses. Now, of course, it takes time. All good things take time, and all good things are hard. I'm not telling you this is easy, but I have been around the block for almost 8 years now. I have failed more than I have succeeded. I have learned from all of those failures, and you guys get to reap the benefits of me failing all of those times. So let's look at your chat really quick. All right, so Marissa said she's great with customer service, saying thank you, and making sure they love their products. So that's customer service and follow-up. Great job, friend. Ashley also said customer service. Same with Melissa. Melissa said she's really good at hyping people up about the products. So that means that she's really good at just kind of creating excitement, which really, we need to be passionate about our products. Every single one of you, tell me, raise your hand if you're visible or if you're in chat. Tell me if you use our products. Tell me if you love our products, and tell me if you love the big fat discount that you get on your products or the commission that you make because you buy so much damn Scentsy. Hello, Vanessa, Ashley, I know that's you and your daughter. Linda, I know that's you. Maya, I know that is you. Guys, we sell Scentsy because we love the products. You wouldn't sell Scentsy if you didn't like it. I'm someone who doesn't wear makeup most days, so it would not make sense for me to sell makeup. I don't clean my house every damn day, so it would not make sense for me to sell cleaning products exclusively. I am someone who loves a product that makes my house smell like it just got cleaned without me cleaning it. I am someone who loves a good mood booster. I love things that make me feel good. You know what that is? Fragrance. You know what else I love? Products that solve problems. My house is stinky. My boyfriend's feet reek. Okay. What problems do our products solve? A whole lot of those kind of things, right? And you guys are all blowing it up. I buy way too much stuff. I love our products. That is me. Exactly. Right. So share that passion. Share why you love our products. What product are you using? Talk about it. Share about it, because 80 to 90% of your time, when focused on your personal business, the networking, the follow-up, the parties, the recruiting, that's the basics, right? But there's other stuff that goes on top of that. You guys know this. How many of you have a VIP group, right? That to me brings in tons of sales. When I engage in my VIP group, it creates a space for my customers to share their love for products. It gives me a space to keep my customers in the loop with products that are launching. It gives me a space to share with my customers #Tuesday tips. I'll tell you, they all go bonkers. I'm like, oh my God, look at this other way to use a product. Or, oh my gosh, look, this counter clean got permanent marker off this person's suede ottoman. They're like, whoa, what? You're kidding. They lose it. Listen, they freak out because those kind of things are where we should be spending our time. Because when you spend your time creating customer care, making your customers feel appreciated and loved, sharing the excitement that you have for a product, talking about why it helps to party because you love saving money, they love saving money, right? We all just said that we all love saving money. Asking people to host, doing parties, having recruiting conversations, and meeting new people. I'm telling you, leadership is so simple. All right, let me leave this real good. All my kids have warmers in their rooms and they love the cleaners. Guys, kids love our products. So if you have kids, I'm not joking. Pimp your kids out. Like, legit, pimp your kids out and be like, oh my gosh, I feel comfortable using this product around my kids. Or this is my kid's favorite scent. This is my kid's favorite product. They will not go to bed without their diffuser on. Whatever it is, share that. Because listen, this is going to be a little bit about marketing, but if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for your customers. If I see Ashley using a hair product, I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's a good hair product. Ashley's using it. Ashley has the highest standards. She ain't gonna use no shit. Like, absolutely not. So if I know that Ashley's using something, it's good. And if it's good enough for her and her high standards, it's good enough for me. Now, if Maya goes and gets a super cute dress and says, oh my God, I love this company. I've never bought from this website before. All of their dresses are incredible quality. I'm gonna say, oh girl, if it's good enough for Maya, it's good enough for me. Your customers have that same mentality, guys, right? All right, same with kid stuff. Melissa's got 5 kids at home. So if she's using a kid's product and it's good enough for her and her ginormous family, then yeah, I'm going to trust that it's pretty dang good. If you show your customers you use our products, you love our products, your family uses the products and love the products, they're going to think, wow, okay, it's good enough for her, it's good enough for me. And here we are saying, thank you, love their products. Oh, you're good, you're good. All right, perfect. So let's talk leadership really quick. And you're thinking, Vanessa, what does me working my business have anything to do with me being a good leader? Let me tell you, leadership is 2 things. 2, that's it. Leadership is sharing how you're working, right? And in order for you to share how you're working, you have to work. So if you're not working your business, you can't share how you're working. If you're not meeting new people, how are you supposed to help your team get better at meeting new people? If you are not partying, how are you supposed to help your team party? If you are not recruiting, how are you supposed to tell your team to recruit? If you're not posting in a VIP page, you can't ask your team to do something. Never, ever, ever ask your team to do something that either you already don't do. Like, don't ask your team to do something that you won't do or something you don't do already, okay? If you've never done it, do it with them, okay? You are not their boss. You are not bigger than them. You are not better than them. So don't ask them to do something that you won't do. Don't tell them you need to have 5 recruiting conversations a month if you are not having 5 recruiting conversations a month, right? So sharing how you're working. You guys, I post and I'm like, hey, this is what I posted today in my VIP group. I can guarantee you there's at least one of you on here that saw something I posted and said, oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to use that, right? It's a lot of just selfless sharing. Maya is a perfect example. I posted videos in my Instagram stories and my Facebook stories about me doing laundry. And I said, step 1, laundry liquid. Step 2, Scentsy Soft. Step 3, washer whiffs. Step 4, dryer discs, right? And I just did that, super simple. And then I posted my Scentsy Fresh. And then Maya said, oh, I got that idea from you. And I posted it in my VIP group. So you could sit here until you're blue in the face and do all these calls with your team and do all these trainings with your team, and they might not ever show up because it's super simple. Work your business, and then you share how you're working your business with them. And they're gonna be like, oh, that's a really good idea. Oh, that's working well for you. Maybe I should try it out. That's a big part of leadership. The second part of leadership, these go hand in hand, guys. So sharing how you're working. The second part is love and guidance. You love on your team where they are, not where you want them to be, not where they want to be. You love your team for where they are right now. Don't care if they're hitting the numbers they want to hit. I don't care if they're not hitting the numbers you want them to hit. I don't care if they don't do jack diddly squat. Love them where they're at. Offer them help and guidance. If they want your help and guidance, you will know. If they don't want your help and guidance, you spend time on your personal business to meet new people that are going to host parties and are going to join your team so that you do have people that want your time. They want your attention. They want to attend your calls. There are 4 of you on this call right now, and there are more that will watch the replay. And you are all people that want my time and attention. You want my guidance, right? You want to know what I already know and have been through and failed through and learned through, because we have a team of almost 100 people and there are only 4 of you on this call. However, every single person on this call is a high performer. Every single one of you sells over 500 PRV every single month. Every single one of you has had several 2,000 plus PRV months. Every single one of you has at least recruited. Every single one of you parties. Every single one of you follows up. So yes, you're going to have team members that don't do shit. You're going to have team members that ignore you, that don't show up, that don't care. And that's okay. You just say, hey, I'm here if you ever need anything. Hey, if you're ready to do more with your business, I'm here to support you. And chances are they're just going to appreciate the fact that you asked how their family is. And those kind of people that sell 200 PRV every 5 to 6 months or once a year, whatever, I just check in with them and I say, hey, I just wanted to ask how you're doing. Hey, how's your family? Or, hey, I saw that you guys are going through a hard time and I wanted to reach out and see if there's anything I can do for you. Treat them more like a customer than you do a team member, and they will feel loved and appreciated, right? Shout them out when they do show up. Don't make a big deal when they don't show up. It's okay. This isn't what you want for them. Leadership is for helping them get what they want out of Scentsy, okay? So in order to get less frustrated because people don't show up, because yeah, it is frustrating. I'm not going to lie to you, especially when you pour time into people that don't do shit. So instead, we remind ourselves that I'm only spending 10 to 20% of my time on my team. That's it. All of my other time and energy is going to my personal business. That is my follow-up. That is posting in my VIP group, posting on social media, posting in my stories. That is LTO follow-up. That is having parties, asking people to book parties, closing out parties, sending out mail, making samples, and asking people to join. And those are the things we focus on. And when you focus on those things and you become super solid in your personal business, you're going to have a cup that never runs dry because you're always meeting new people. And you're going to have a team that's always growing because you're always meeting new people and you're always having those follow-up conversations. So you're always bringing in more sales and you're always having people host parties. Now, of course, you're going to have months where you do more follow-up and less parties. And you're going to have months where you do more parties and less follow-up. It doesn't have to be exactly copy paste every single month because they're all different. We have different holidays every month. We have more days in some months and less in others. Some months are really hard to get sales. And then other months, you literally blink and boom, there's 1,000 PRV, right? We've all been there. Hello, Harry Potter release. That was huge. I can't even tell you how big that was for a lot of our team members, right? Christmas, you don't have to try as hard. January, February, you got to do more follow-up because people aren't ordering as much. But listen, when you focus on your team or your customers and you focus on meeting new people and you focus on having the parties, and then you ask every host, I don't care if you think they're going to join or not. I don't care what it is. If they hit 200 and they are interacting in the party, ask them to join. They already start off with a party under their belt. They start off with customers, and then you teach them your good habits. Because listen, when you're solid in your personal business, you're going to train your team to work like you do. The team members, now I'll mind you, every single one of you on this call has joined within the last 2 years. Everyone that has joined my personal team 3+ years ago really doesn't do shit for their business. They sometimes show up, they have some good habits, but they're not consistent. They don't have a lead party and they really don't recruit. Because in my personal business, I wasn't consistent. I wasn't having parties. I was very rarely recruiting, if at all. And that was what I was showing my team. So now that I have upgraded my business and said, I'm going to be consistent, I'm going to offer great customer care through follow-up, I'm going to be very intentional with social media, I'm going to utilize my consistency VIP group, I'm going to start partying again, and I'm going to ask every host to join. And look what's happened, guys. I have earned 2 incentive trips in the last 2 years, no problem, because it's just how I work my business. I really didn't have to push much harder because I have grown this business to where it is off of good habits. You guys are proving to me that you are worthy of me pouring into you. Yeah, it's a Tuesday night. Yeah, it's 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, you're worth it to me because you value my time. You are going to show up and you're going to put some effort behind this, right? You're all badasses and you don't even know it. Or maybe you do, and I hope you do. But I'm going to keep telling you in case you don't. So, ladies, we have 10 minutes left. Unmute yourselves. Talk to me. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What is landing? What do you want clarification on? Do not be shy. I promise I don't bite. Only a little bit. Ashley's like, yeah, bullshit. All right, girls, come on. I will bite if you don't talk.
I mean, I don't know. My parties are sucking lately, so I'm just kind of here.
You know what? I've been having the same problem. I haven't even been booking parties the last 2 months. And I think that's important to know. I'm actually really glad you brought that up. That's something Kelly Tenney and I talked about, because really you have to reevaluate your business bi-monthly, if not every month, and say, this worked really well. This didn't work really well. And then you try it again, and then you readjust and say, okay, I'm going to put more energy here, or I'm going to put less energy here. And you might look at us, and right now we are on the 19th. We have plenty of time left in the month, but if parties aren't working, then there's several other ways to work your business to make sure you have a good month. So then that's usually when I will shift and say, okay, what else can I do to make up for this difference? Is that more Scentsy Club conversations? Is that more follow-up? Is that pushing harder for LTOs? Is that sending out more samples? Stuff like that. Does that help?
Yeah, I mean, I just did send out samples to everybody, so I was very happy with myself. I got those out.
That's a big deal. That is a big deal.
It's a huge deal. This is probably the most I've ever mailed in my life. So it's a really big deal.
And then you're going to follow up on all of those samples you mailed out.
Yeah, because I feel like nobody ever says anything if you don't. Like, you can ask and they're, if you don't say something, they say nothing.
Yes, exactly. If you follow up on a sample, you are at least minimum 2 times more likely to get a sale. And that can be, you could send it out before you mail and say, hey, keep an eye out on the mail, just so you know, I have something coming your way. Or you could wait until after you mail it and say, hey, let me know when this gets here. Or, hey, did you receive the sample I sent you? Then all your goal is to open up a conversation. When I check in on you guys as leaders, I shout your PRV out first because I like to do that. Second, because it makes you feel good. But third, because I want to open up the conversation in case you need something from me. Really, that is like the psychology behind it. If I'm asking you, if I'm shouting you out, I want you to feel good. It makes me feel good. But really, I want to open a conversation for you to say, oh, hey, you know what? While I have you, let me ask that question. So that's the same thing for samples and customers. Again, going back to when you work your personal business, it helps you become a better leader. All right, Melissa, Linda, or Maya. I don't know why that was such a
my question about the samples is like, how do we know who to send them to? Or do we just send them to random people who have already ordered from us before? Or do we just how do we?
So that's up to you. There's no wrong answer. There's no right answer and there's no wrong answer to that. Really, it's up to your discretion. So personally, I will send samples. I really focus on my Scentsy Clubbers. They get the most samples because I want to reward the behavior I want repeated. I want more people in Scentsy Club. I want my clubbers to be spoiled so that I get more Scentsy Club subscribers. Next up, I do a sample of the month club, and I have a training on this that I can send in our group chat, or it's on my YouTube. But basically, if they order on my PWS, again, rewarding the behavior I want repeated, I want them ordering online. I don't want them shipping it to my house. That's too much work. So if they order online, they get a sample in the mail once a month for 3 months. By the end of the third month, they get this card that says reorder by the end of the month, or you're not getting more samples. And that's how I send them out. But yeah, so I'll send you a video on that. That should help. Otherwise, if there's something that you know about your customers, they really like fruity scents, or they really like the summer collections, or they really like Disney, I'm going to specifically mail them a sample of something I think they would like. Otherwise, you could always start off by posting in your VIP group and say, hey, I'm sending out samples. Who wants one? And that's just another great way to do it. But yeah, so that's really good. We got about 5 minutes left. Linda or Maya, is there anything we've talked about kind of tonight? I know it's a super quick meeting, but I got to go run and do a stupid errand after we're done here. But tell me, what are you guys thinking? How are you feeling? What are your questions?
I feel like I definitely need to sit down and just figure out how to kind of, in a way, redo my business. I just feel like I've gotten to the point where I have like no new customers. I haven't had a party in a long time. But I've been hitting PRV like decently. But yeah, I just need to figure that out and book more parties and meet new customers, and yeah.
So we call that revamping, and it's not, you're in a very normal space. So I've revamped my business 3 times. Okay. And it's just one of those things where you stop and say, clearly something's not working, or I'm not where I want to be. And you just kind of sit down and make a list of, this is working well, I'm going to keep this. And this is not working well, and I'm not going to keep this. And then you're going to make a list of, these are the areas I need to change or make improvements on. And then you just work from there. But the number one thing is meeting new customers. That will fuel the rest of everything else. So what I would start with is that list of, keep this, trash that, where do I need to grow? And start with networking. So then you're just going to take some time and go to YouTube and say, look up Scentsy networking. Or on our team page, I shared about the Facebook Marketplace samples that I sent, and I went into detail about how I did it. So that's another good way, but there's lots and lots of resources there. It's just a matter of being intentional and creating kind of like a direction that you want to go. And you and I can work one-on-one with that too.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. Linda, welcome to your first leadership Zoom. I promise it's not usually this rushed, and it's not usually so aggressive. Well, I don't know. I guess you guys can speak for that more than I can. But how are you feeling? Welcome to leadership, friend.
I'm feeling good. I guess you touched on it, because when I recruited my first person, like I lost all that PRV.
Yes.
So I feel like I'm kind of starting over in the middle of the month.
Okay. Yes.
But I do have, I mean, but I have a lot, like I usually try to do 2 to 3 parties a month. And so I do have another party at the end of this month. So, and, you know, another week or so. So, I mean, that's going good, but that's, I feel like I've got to like regroup in May, because I did lose that PRV.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so it's like trying to get that fall kit.
Mhm.
I'm feeling pressured
Okay.
because of that, you know, because of losing that PRV. So
Yeah. Okay. And that's totally normal. I will say where you are is a very normal spot. And what I would implore you to do is look at this situation from a very specific lens or perspective. Think of it as, yes, right now you lost the PRV. However, you gained a new customer or a new recruit, your first recruit, you are now officially a leader, right? And right now you are losing, technically not making as much money with her as a team member. But in order for you to grow a team that's substantial enough to make larger paychecks, you have to start somewhere. So you do have to make that small sacrifice now to lose those customers, to lose that PRV, but I can promise you it will be worth it. Like,
yeah, and I mean, she's really gun hole. So I really hope that expectation, like, you know, she's like, oh yeah, I got this and I got that. Cause she used to sell for some type of soap thing, like Almay or whatever, a long time ago. So she's knows how to do the sale.
That's amazing.
So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that she follows through.
Right. And then
but-
I would just you have really good habits in place already, Linda, with your partying, with your follow-up, with your VIP group, and just showing you the products you love. So
yeah.
if you just show her how you work, I guarantee that if she is willing to put the work in, then she will adopt your good habits, and that'll be great. As for the, so let's talk about that incentive really quick, because I'm really glad you brought that up. So the brick by brick incentive is going all the way through the end of May. Okay.
Correct.
And what that includes is 500 PRV in warmers and wax that are in the catalog. That includes 100 PRV out of 4 of the 5 categories. You don't have to fill all 5 categories. It's only 4 of them. And if you break it down, I promise it's super achievable. So diffusers and oils are in a category with fans and pods. So that includes Scentsy Go, wall fans, mini fans, pods, air purifier, small diffuser, large diffuser, and all oils. So if you have any of those products, go live, post on your social media, post on your stories, and just share how much you love those products. Then you're going to follow up with people that have ordered those products, whether that be fans or diffusers or oils or pods, and ask them if they need a refill. I promise that will fill those circles up way quicker than you think. This is $25. You sell 4 of those, that circle is full. You sell 1 diffuser, that's a big diffuser, your circle is full. If you sell 1 air purifier, your circle is full. Same goes now. So I filled that diffuser fan product circle, no problem. I filled what are the other ones? I filled the laundry product one up, no problem. And then there's another one I've already, the unplugged. Fragrance flowers are included in the unplugged category, guys. So you can see your progress by going to the incentive tab in your workstation and go to track my progress. It will show you where you're at. Okay. Now, those fragrance flowers are 20% off right now. If you do tons of promotions with that, maybe you book a fragrance flower coloring party, maybe you post about how much you love them, you go live, you do follow up on anyone that's ordered flowers. That's a great way to fill up those sales. Now they have to be catalog products. So only the fragrance flowers that are sent in the catalog. Okay. But that's a super easy one. You sell, they're $12 each right now, or 3 for $36. If you sell three packs of fragrance flowers, that fills your circle. The ones I am struggling with is clean and body. And I know that I'm going to struggle with those because I don't sell a lot of cleaning products and I don't sell a lot of body products. Now, the reason why we have this incentive specifically is to push you to grow in areas you're not great at. So it is to help you identify, where do I not sell a lot of products and how can I get better at that? That is the whole point of this incentive. But we still have over 10 days, 10 days in this month? There's 30 days in April. There's 31 days in April. So we have 10 full days in this month, 11 days, and we have all of next month, guys. So that is a lot of time. And all you have to do is focus on sharing the products you love. Share. Okay, guys, this is an amazing wax. I'm going to tell you about iridescent pearl and how it's the best freaking scent ever, and how it's perfectly fruity and perfectly clean. And you need it in your bathroom, and you need it in your kitchen, and you need it in your living room. These are the scent notes. This is what I love. Your kids, if you have kids, pick out 6 wax bars they like, post it and say, this is Malia's 6-pack. This is Bubba's 6-pack, or whoever. Name your kids, show them off, right? Show it off that way. Or you could do you versus your husband, or you versus your significant other 6-packs. Share the warmers you really like. But I promise, if you're super intentional about sharing and follow up with those, those circles are gonna close pretty easily. Does that help?
Yeah, it did. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, of course. And if you ever, if you're feeling stuck, just message me and be like, hey, Vanessa, I'm freaking out. Or, hey, Vanessa, I'm really stuck here. I tried this. It's not working. Help. And I will come to your rescue. I'll be like, it's okay. You're doing good. You're really pretty and your butt looks nice. Now let me help you with this problem. And that is my job. Okay. Leadership is really just you telling people, hey, you're really pretty today. I really like your hair. Your butt looks nice. Now let me help you because I work my business. So because I work my business, I know how to help you work your business, right? Because I'm struggling in certain areas of this brick by brick incentive. I know how to fix that. So I can help you do the same thing. So I hope that translates, guys. We are out of time, but if there's anything question-wise, comment-wise, anything you want to share, please do so in our group chat. You guys are welcome. That is your space, not for me. That is not for me at all. That is you and your space. But I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you. I can't even tell you how thankful I am for the 4 of you that are here. Like really, 2 years ago in my business, I didn't have rock stars on my team. And now we have several. You guys are badasses. I'm here for you. I love you. Don't forget how awesome you are. And I will see you guys next month. So thanks for hopping on, guys. Have a good rest of your week. And I'm here if you need anything.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.